Hello, YouTube. How is everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a great day, keeping cool. I know here in Southern Ontario, we still have the heat spell going on. So, spending as little amount of time outside as possible, enjoying the AC. And I'm hoping you guys are all, like I said, keeping cool and, taking care of yourselves. Anyhow, today's Wednesday. So, I am going to show you one whip that I'm currently working on. Um, to let you guys know, though, my poll over on my About page under my post is still up and running. The item that you guys voted on last time is finished. So on Friday, I will be showing. Well, I'll be going over first to close the poll. I have not been looking, so I don't know right now which one of the three items are winning. But on Friday, I will go over at some point, close it. I will then put up the new three items. I will then do a video, show you guys the last item that you guys voted on, how it turned out, and talk about it, because I do want to make it again, but I have some thoughts in my head, and I'll go over that with you guys on Friday. And then I will announce if there was a winner and which winner it was. And then I will also announce what the next three items in my Headed to Winter Knits book items are up to vote on. So if you guys want to help me pick my next item, there's still time. You can go over there, click. It'll be the very first thing when you open my post page. It'll be the very first comment you'll see, and you can click on 1, 2, or 3. I'd appreciate it. It's like I said, for entertainment for myself to see, what you guys pick, because I will be making everything in the book. Don't really care what order it's in. I also have to give credit where credit is due. I did not come up with this concept on my own. Erin over at Crafting Kitty has a segment on her channels that she does Fridays, which is called Fridays with Fred. She's got a book of all kinds of different patterns that were in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the show, and she kind of does the same thing where she puts a poll out, and you guys pick which item she makes next. I thought it was kind of a cute idea, and I grabbed it up and I went with it. So, anyways, enough about Friday. Let's talk about today. My whips. And you guys are probably wondering, are we going to see Sophie again? Well, to start off with, the Friday or the Headed to Winter item I finished. I finished knitting it actually at the camper on Friday or on Sunday. I didn't sew it together till Monday. And then I decided, okay, Tuesday, let's pull Sophie out. I have not worked on her in a great deal of time. Of course, like almost every other time, I ended, because like right now the short rows and long rows and the part of the pattern I'm in, I always seem to end on one of those 8 sides mid row, as I gotta figure out where I'm at. And I actually today though made sure I finished all the way around and joined with the slip stitch. So I will show you from where I was last time you guys seen her. And here is the short row. And then here's where the marker is where I was last time. So there's the short row. And then here's, actually I'll show you this side because it's a little brighter and easier to see. Here's a shot of what's called the long row, but honestly it's getting shorter now than the short row, but this is still classified as the long row. I'm using the Caron Skinny Cakes in the color Peach Mint. My son originally picked out the color. I gave him 2 options, and he picked out the color. Still very much loving this yarn. When I get this blanket done, I will definitely be getting some more of this yarn, just of different colorways to have in, availability and such, because I do really like it. Like I said, it was the last time or the time before that when I showed Sophie off last, like one of the last 2 times. There's 108 rounds, I believe. Now I do know a little further up from where I am at, you do multiple rounds by the pattern in all one color. I'm just going to be using this yarn, and however the colors turn out, they turn out. But for those who are changing their yarn color at the end of every single round, and if you're using worsted weight yarn, because this yarn is a 3-weight, the pattern actually calls for a 4-weight yarn. Oh my goodness. Hats off to you guys, because I have multiple ends to sew in. Like I probably right now, I'm going to guess I probably got about 40 ends to sew in. And I just finished round 49 or 69, sorry. I am now on also a new section of the book, because it's besides the rounds, it's also in parts. And I just started part 9. And there is, like I said, I believe 108 rounds, I believe it is. We passed all the... Okay, so you make a bunch of notes and kind of stuff. Okay, let's just double check the book. There is, 118, yeah, 113 rounds. I had to double check it. And there is, like I said, I just did 69, so that'd be 30. I got 43 rounds to go. It's not that bad, other than the fact, it is getting bigger. Much, much bigger. And there is 17 parts. And like I said, I just started part 11, I believe I said. No, sorry, part 9. Now, I also just did tie on my 3rd cake. I do have a 4th cake here in my possession, but I do know I'm going to need to get at least one more. I'm waiting for the Michaels flyer to come out this week, because I'm hoping to order one for store pickup for the weekend, but I only do that when the flyer has a 40% coupon. Because here in Southern Ontario, Canada, with the 40% coupon and then the taxes put on any Karen cake at Michael's, it doesn't matter what size, how many yards, grams, or any ounces. If it's the smaller cakes, the bigger cakes, it does not matter. They're all priced the same price. Every single one I've ever looked at have been priced at $14.99 before taxes. And remember, that's Canadian fun. That's why I like the skinny cakes. You get a lot of yardage for the price. I still feel $14.99 is a little expensive. So like I said, I wait till I have a flyer for a coupon code for 40% off of one. Yes, that's right. One regular price item, but for inline or online or in-store, like pickup kind of thing. But you can use it every day until the next flyer comes out. I did that the one time, and I had like 4 bags to pick up, different yarns I picked up. I thought, yeah, it's not like they kind of checked the wall and combined all your projects into one. Oh, no, they do a separate bag for every single one. I had 4 bags, 4 skeins of yarn. It's like, oh my goodness. But when I use the 40% coupon, which comes off the $14.99, then they add the taxes back onto it, because it doesn't count with the taxes. It comes to $10.61, which I still feel is a little high in price, but you still get a good yardage for this yarn, and it's a 3-weight. I've had, I think, only twice so far out of the 2 cakes. I think I've had 1 tie-on at some point in cake 2. So that's not bad. My first cake, I don't think I had any tie-ons throughout the cake at all. It was perfect, flawless. I thought, oh my goodness, how did I manage that? I didn't pick out the yarn. The staff did. It was in a bag, and I picked it up. But yeah, flawless. And I think the second cake had a tie-on. And yeah, the colors didn't match. And yeah, it did a big jump in said pattern of the striping. But with this blanket, I didn't seem to mind it too much. I didn't find it a nuisance, a hassle, anything like that, or oh my God, like, okay, now I gotta wind the ball a different way, like I've had to do in the past. So yeah, I'm definitely loving the yarn. Definitely gotta get some more to finish, Sophie, because I just started literally last row or around 68, I think. So I tied on this cake I'm working on right now. So like literally I just started cake 3. I do know I'm gonna need a 5th. Like I said, I have 4th already put aside here, but I do need a 5th. But when the time, like I said, I hopefully get that this weekend if the flyer's good, because the last flyer was 30%. And I will hopefully then have enough yarn. Anyways, I've kept you guys long enough. Thank you for staying by and watching Sophie and seeing how she's growing. Um, definitely in love with her. Um, I know someone, when this became a big thing originally when it came out, someone did theirs all in, I think, a blue, like almost like a navy blue color. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. I like it in a solid one colors. I'm kind of having fun with this one. Everywhere the dark green sections are. I'll hold her up for you so you guys can see again. Try to hold up both sides for you so you kind of see the short side, the long side, all the way to the center. But everywhere the darkest green is, it's kind of been a really good focus point area, I find. It was like almost perfect every time. So this is the long side. This is the short side. So long side's over here, short side's here. But it's like everywhere the dark green came into play. And then right here is where the short side started. So down here, we got just the actual square. But yeah, like the dark green's like perfect. Everywhere it's fallen, it's been like amazing. I love it. It's like, who knows if it's going to stay like that. But I notice also in the cakes, the dark green is the dominant color, I would say, because it's like, seems like it's the longest stretch before it changes color. So that could be another reason why the dark green's really popping, where, you kind of want the color to pop. But again, thank you guys for sticking around, and I will hopefully tomorrow have an opening for you of a prize I've got coming in that I won. I checked the tracker today. It says it's in transit. It went through customs already, and it says expect delivery for tomorrow. So hopefully Thursday I'll have an opening for you. But we'll see. I may have 2 because I'm only going down my mailbox about once a week, because right now we have no elevator. And I really wish I'd gone out today and sat downstairs maybe for a couple hours, because the crane, oh my goodness, it was at the end of my parking lot, my upper parking lot, like ground level. No vehicles allowed. This crane was huge, and they had to park it on the road, and the boom and everything. So I'm not going out as often. I'm not checking the mail as often. Not like I get a whole lot of mail anyways. But I will be going down as long as I get the notification saying I've got a package that's been delivered. And you guys will get an opening tomorrow. And then, like I said, Friday you'll get a finished object. And then from there, I don't know what I'll do. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.